Alright, so we are in my kitchen. A little bit of a change of scenery today. And we're just going to be doing a little chatty get ready with me. I've got a few products I want, like a foundation I want to retry. I've got a powder I want to try out. And then just a couple of old favorites. I'm just getting ready to go to work. I close tonight, so I'm going to be there all night long. I already have all my skincare on. Vitamin C serum, moisturizer, SPF, eye cream, all that good stuff. So I've got my little bag. I switched out the bag that I had in my bathroom. I put this Alley Glimes bag in there instead. It's a little bit smaller, but it fits a lot in here. And I keep switching out the products every few days depending on like what I feel like using. Look at this. I've already used about half of this up. This foundation is so good. So yeah, I've got like a little mixture of things here that I've been keeping in my bathroom, and then some stuff that I pulled out that I want to retry. I guess first we're gonna start with brows as usual. I'm gonna use my, oh no, this little tiny piece of the brow pencil just fell off. I'm just gonna use my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I'm in like completely natural lighting right now, besides like my overhead kitchen light, so if you see the sun coming in and out, that is why. I was using a brow serum. It's actually the one from Grande Cosmetics, their Grande Brow, and I think it darkened my eyebrows a bit. I do have like naturally thick eyelashes. They're not really eyelashes. I have thick eyelashes too, but also thick eyebrows. They're not really sparse. I mean, a little bit at the tail end here, but for the most part, I have very thick eyebrows. They're just very blonde. And I feel like the brow serum helped darken them up a little bit. Maybe I'm crazy, I'm not really sure, but I don't feel like it takes nearly as long for me to do my brows anymore. I did run out of it, so I would consider repurchasing it. I just had a little sample size I got from Sephora. Actually, I think that one was free with perk points. Anyways, I got a little sample size from Sephora, and I would consider purchasing it. I think the full size is like $70, but they do have a travel size that I would probably purchase again. Alright, so eyebrows are done for now. We're going to, I don't know, what do I want to do with my eyes? So I've got a few of my e.l.f. bite-sized shadows in here. I've got Rosewater, Cream and Sugar, and Pumpkin Pie. Pumpkin Pie is very fall-y to me. I've got my Makeup Geek Quad. All this was not like in my bag in my bathroom. It was just ones that I had pulled out to decide if I wanted to use today. And then I've got my M Cosmetics Divine Skies palette. If I can pop it open. That's really pretty. I've been wearing Pumpkin Pie a lot lately because I feel like it's very fall-ish. And the shades are just like really quick and easy to blend and throw on. I will kind of want to do my Makeup Geek Quad today. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to prime just using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm getting really, really low on this bad boy. I already have another shade. I decided to pick up Fair Rose instead of Fair Beige because I feel like Fair Beige sometimes is just a little too peachy and can tend to pull a little bit like yellowy on my skin tone. I'm just gonna blend that in with my finger. I'm gonna take my sponge and just kind of go over that, press it in. Alright, so we are primed. I'm gonna let that kind of like dry down a second because I did use the sponge to press it over and I don't want to create any weird texture with the shadows. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Hailey's Beauty Refine Primer. This is a really, really nice primer. The packaging's super interesting. Like you squeeze it out from here and then it just comes out, although I'm having a hard time squeezing it right now. It is a pore filling primer, so it's a little bit more slippery, but it has vitamin C in it, which I find super interesting. So it's also supposed to be brightening. So I just take that, I'm gonna zoom back out just a tiny bit, hold on. I just take that and put it around my pores, which are looking real bad lately. I feel like they're really clogged and very noticeable, which is odd. Like, I've been using chemical exfoliators quite often lately to help deal with my maskne, and yet I got a little bit too much on here, so I'm just gonna kind of press it in to my cheeks and my chin. And yet my pores around my nose just look horrible. It's probably from wearing a mask, honestly. I really like this primer. It doesn't have a scent. Like I said, it feels kind of silky, like a really, really smoothing primer, but I think it looks super, super nice on the skin. I am going to take So Pale for my Makeup Geek quad that I created. All right, so I'm gonna take So Pale on a flat brush. And we're going to set that concealer down using that shade. I love Makeup Geek shadows. I only have these 4, but they blend very, very nicely. They're a little tiny bit powdery, but I don't really mind that. What I don't like in an eyeshadow formula is when it's patchy. If it's a little powdery or the shimmer has a little bit of fallout, that's okay. I don't mind. What I don't like is when it's patchy and it doesn't blend together well. So these are really, really nice shades, and every time I wear them, I get complimented on my makeup, which is crazy to me. I don't know if you can tell from here, but the ones that I use the most, there we go, yeah, are So Pale. And I think this one is called Clean Slate. I just cut my nails so I can't like get in there and see. There we go, I got it out. Bedrock, this one's Bedrock. It's this really, really pretty, like, cool tone color. Oh, I love it. And then the other one, this one's Clean Slate, and then this one is Coffee Before Talkie. I don't use that one as much. Normally I just use Bedrock and So Pale. So we're just gonna dip into that and press it. We're gonna start by pressing it into the outer corner and then just kind of bringing it in. I did dip back in to build it up a little bit. And then I'm just blending it. I'm gonna use some windshield wiper motions, and then also small circles, just to make sure it's all nice and blended. This eye is my weird eye. It's always got like this little section right here that doesn't seem to want to stick or to blend, so I gotta add a little bit more product on there. And I'm gonna take my little flat brush and we're gonna dip into Clean Slate just a tiny bit. And I'm gonna press that into the outer third of my eye. Come on, focus. Thank you. I'm going to kind of bring that in to the crease just a little bit. Give it a little bit more definition there. Do the same thing on this side. I'm bringing that Clean Slate in just a little bit more. These are so pigmented. Looks a little bit messy right now, but I'm going to clean that up in a minute. I'm going to go back into So Pale and put that on the lid and a little bit on my inner corner, the inner part of my eye, and just kind of clean up those two grayish shades. Blend everything together. Alright, I'm gonna take, oops, I need that and stuff. The Coffee Before Talkie I would use like if I wanted a quick liner shade, but I think I'm just going to do a little bit of regular eyeliner today. I'm going to take this Colourpop Super Shock Shadow and I Heart This. I Heart This. It's really pretty. It's like a silvery taupey shade, and I'm going to press that right into the center. Just to add a tiny little bit of shimmer. I like the all matte look with these shadows together, but sometimes I just want a little bit of a sparkle. I'm just going to take my Maybelline Hyper Easy eyeliner, throw on some eyeliner. I don't know if I'm just going to do a line or maybe I'll do a little bit of a wing. We'll see, and I'll be right back. I already primed, so we're going to go ahead in with concealer. I'm just going to go back to my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm getting like a little weird dry patch right here, so I think I need to go grab a hydrating setting spray really quick to kind of help with that texture. I don't know why. Probably because of the weather. The weather here has been getting way cold. Yeah, it's been getting down to the 30s at night and my skin is ready. Starting to get super dry again. It's really hard to combat dryness and acne, I feel like. I gotta make sure I'm using lots of hydrating products, but also lots of products to help get rid of the acne, and it's very frustrating, but I will be right back. I'm going to take just a little bit of my Tatcha Silk Canvas. I know I already put concealer on, but I just want to put a little bit of my Silk Canvas on those dry patches. What is in my hair? Did I get like eyeshadow in my hairline? And probably a bit on my forehead too. And I'm going to blend that back in with a sponge just to help like press those dry patches down and keep them from getting like super patchy and flaky. All right, now I'm going to go ahead with my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. Still looking pretty dry right here, but I think we'll be okay. I was going to try a new foundation today, but if my skin is going to be acting wild. All right, we're going to try it. This is the Hailey's Beauty Reform Liquid Luxe Luminous Finish Liquid Foundation. That is such a long name. I have mine in the shade 2.15. We're going to try it out and see. Just a tiny little bit. I've worn it a few times, but I haven't worn it all day yet. I know it tends to look pretty heavy around my mouth area, so I'm going to not put any there right now. We're just going to blend in on my cheeks. Okay, it's actually not looking bad on those dry patches with the sponge, so that's good. I'm going to try not to use too much product because I don't want it to look like super heavy. It's got some pretty nice coverage though. Oh, there goes the sun again, hiding behind a cloud. I don't know if you can see it right there, but that's right where my dry patches are. And then like my nose around my nose is getting pretty dry too. All right, we're going to go ahead and go in with my number 7 Lift and Luminate powder to set my under eyes. I'm going to take this CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder. This is in the shade 120 Fair. It looks like I cracked it. But I'm going to take this with my powder brush. I've only used this one time. I bought it at Ulta a couple weeks ago. My friend and I were out and I needed to touch up my makeup and I didn't have anything from wearing a mask. Like it looked, basically I messed up my lipstick really bad while wearing a mask. It was not as transfer proof as I thought. Wow, that helped a lot actually. I was not as transfer proof as I thought. So I'm just taking a little bit more of that CoverGirl powder and pressing it into my skin because I noticed a couple of like weird like brush lines there, but that is actually looking really, really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. This powder is, I mean, like I'm putting it everywhere and it looks really, really good. I'm not like a super matte finish kind of person for matte foundations, and I don't normally put powder everywhere, but I got a little carried away with that one. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my e.l.f. primer infused bronzer. This is not my favorite brush. It's the e.l.f. blush brush, and it's kind of scratchy and a little bit more flimsy than I like for bronzer and blushes. But like I said, it's the one I have right now, so this is what we're using. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into my Colourpop Frisky Business Blush. I feel like I definitely waited too long to set that concealer. I can see like creases in my under eye. I've got fine lines under my eyes. There's no way to pretend that I don't without getting like Botox or whatever. Ooh, that blush looks a little, it looks good in real life, but like in the camera it's looking a little extreme. I'm just gonna take my powder brush and kind of tone that down a little bit. My powder brush kind of smells like old ladies, like old lady makeup. I don't know why. I'm gonna take my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I think I'm going to take this shade in the Bite Size Shadow in Rose Water and put that under my inner corner because it's a little bit more cool toned. My cheeks are like really, really peachy right now. The one in Cream and Sugar. Let me pull it out really quick. This one's a beautiful inner corner highlight. I actually might put that on top of it just because it's so pretty. Alright, I'm going to put some like Pretty Fresh setting mist on again. Really, really go ham with this since I've got that those dry patches going on my face right now. I think the skin looks really, really good for the most part right now. I'm very pleased with that. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Milk Kush Brow Gel. I love this eyebrow combo, not like the Shady Slim Brow Pencil and the Milk Kush Brow Gel and Haze. Love it for my hair color and my skin tone. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go in with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Revlon Super Lustrous Lip in Nude Illuminator. I don't really need like something that's going to last all day. It's probably going to wear off by the time I get to work. Actually, it's a little bit more like peachy than what I want with this look. This is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Stripped. It smells like a marshmallow. And it feels like a marshmallow. Alright everybody, that is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this little get ready with me style video. I really love the way this look turned out. The skin is a little bit more matte than I typically go for, but I mean, this powder looks fantastic on my skin for how matte my skin looks right now. And this foundation is surprisingly looking really, really nice with the powder and everything. So I'm excited to keep trying this out. The other foundation I was considering trying was this Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. I heard it's a bit more of like a satin finish as well. I've used it like one time, and so I don't really have any thoughts on it yet. The Hailey's Beauty one, I mean, I've used it a couple times, so like I said, I don't really have any fully formed thoughts on it yet. Anyways, please hit that like button if you would. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I upload. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.